It's not an
Do you
official.
have the Fashion Police theme stuck in your head?
Yep. That's because when I was scrolling through Facebook, I found there's a video for them. There's a video where they were saying that they modeled their tag team style after Earthquake and Typhoon.
Because why not, right?
That's pretty funny.
Summer Rae with Mark Henry's music.
Yeah, it's really funny. WWE just has had this habit the last couple days where they're just uploading like small videos from 2K18 where it's just random wrestlers with a different wrestler's entrance. Like some of the ones they uploaded today were the Shield with Evolution's entrance. They won't do the one that was the best, which is what somebody posted on Reddit the other day, which is Braun Strowman and Vince McMahon with the Miz and Maurice entrance. Oh no, it's Roman and it was Roman and
I thought it was Brock and Braun.
yeah, it was Brock and Braun, and then the other one was Roman and Vince McMahon.
Have you seen the one of Triple H congratulating Triple H for defeating Triple H?
No, it was the tag team of Triple H and Triple H.
Yeah, winning the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Yeah, I sent that to you guys. Do you not remember that?
No, I saw it.
I remember that.
I liked it. It was awesome.
Well, Josh asked about it.
I was just bringing it up on the show.
Do you like the
I did
game base I sent?
I did like that other one that you sent of Roman Reigns wrestling his surprise guest of Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Or the my other really favorite one is the Roman Reigns. There's this one where like they like camera to Roman Reigns' mom at the WrestleMania where Seth cashes in, and she just has this like upset look, just like, oh god damn it. And then somebody spliced that to when Roman came out as the 30th person in the Royal Rumble.
So even his mom was upset about it.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone was upset about that.
Roman.
Not Michael Cole. He was super heavy. Dog,
course he
big
would be.
dog.
That's not true. He's not that.
Somebody brought up that Michael Cole might be the reason people are so anti-Roman Reigns.
I believe
They're
it.
not because of the big dog button or the Superman. He's just a soundboard with him every time,
Superman punch. Yeah, I get it.
and like that right there isn't gonna help anybody.
I still 1000% dislike the way Michael Cole says WWE. He just very like overemphasizes the letter W.
W. Yeah.
You've noticed that, right?
Yeah.
Am I not the only one?
You are.
Have you ever heard Kurt Angle say it?
WWE.
Yeah, he doesn't even say the E. He just says dubba dubba.
It's good to be
Because
back in the
it's so
WWE. WWE.
Dubba.
Yeah, he doesn't even say the E. He just says dubba dubba.
WWP.
Oh my god. So this TLC is shaping up to be terrible, right? I'm not
Guys,
just high,
I'm
right?
not going. I'm skipping this one.
No,
principle.
we have
You
to
have to
suffer
come
through this
over.
together.
Yeah, you have to come over, Josh.
You gotta come.
But
Nope.
I have a standing invite to go get songs stuck in people's heads.
No,
No.
Josh, you have to come.
If we have to handcuff you and then hit you with various weapons to keep you there, we will.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's such a bad, like, they're phoning this in.
Let's run through
Like,
this card.
1000%.
Let's run through this
Yeah.
card real quick. Pre-show match: Alicia Fox and Sasha Banks. Like what?
Like,
What is this supposed to
I'm
accomplish?
guessing this will probably win the Abby in 2018
I mean, honestly,
for worst match, for worst like pay-per-view of the year. If they can
Elite-
book something worse than this, I'll be impressed. Like, actually impressed.
Well, it turns out WrestleMania's card is already set in stone, and it's gonna be bad. All right, let's see here. Next
Kurt
match.
Hawkins versus
Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins versus James Ellsworth for the United States title.
Oh my God, who loses?
My money is on. My money is on a surprise cash in by Samuel Singh.
No. It's got to be Ellsworth. Ellsworth has to win that one because Kurt Hawkins has never won a match.
No, Samuel Singh is going to come in and cash in mid-match. Don't ask me how a Singh brother got a Money in the Bank contract. I'm pretty sure he stole it from Carmella.
I mean, their big returning legend segment is going to be the Great Khali wrestling the ghost of Giant Gonzalez.
Oh.
Oh God.
All right. So then match number 2 after the pre-show. We got Alexa Bliss defending the Raw Women's Championship against Mickie James, which we all know Mickie James is going over, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much the only match that I really kind of looking forward to.
Because Asuka's a heel and they're building Asuka to go against Mickie, right?
Yep.
No, I honestly think that it's. I think that giving Mickie the title makes sense because that gives her 7th and she ties with Trish.
Oh
But-
Yeah. And also, I'm tired of seeing Bliss with a belt.
How?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
You might be the only one.
yeah. I
love Bliss with a belt.
I like Champion Bliss. She's just a bitch.
You're a
Eh.
bitch.
Fact.
I'd rather. I want to see it on someone else that's not, Sasha, Bailey, or Charlotte.
Well, I mean, you're not going to.
Yes, I know Charlotte. Yeah, I know. I know Charlotte's not on Raw, but God
Well,
damn it.
apparently they don't want to. They don't want to give Charlotte the title either.
And they don't want to give it to Lynch either, and I'm sad about that.
Becky who?
I get it. I'm going to save
It's
match
because
number
she
3.
doesn't speak English, Jose.
Yeah, I forgot Becky speaks Spanish.
I'm going to save match number
Kevin
3.
Dunn can't understand her accent, so that's why. Allegedly.
I'm going to save match number 3 for the end because match number 3 is the dumb shit main event. Match 4: Asuka versus Emma in a trivial matter.
Yeah, like
Guys,
this is the most lockiest lock of all locks.
I've talked about how great their NXT match was, which was Asuka's first match in NXT. Those
But this
girls are
match-
going to steal the show.
Probably.
Like, good.
I honestly don't think they will. I think it's just going to be the squashiest squash match that ever squashed. Like this
Have
is
you watched
this
their
is
old
Braun.
ones?
I have, but the characters are completely different at this point. I honestly think that it's going to be Ellsworth versus Braun Strowman levels of.
Squash.
Destruction.
Yep.
I will put this match under 5 minutes. I think.
Okay. All right. Match number 5: Kalisto versus Enzo. Which you talked about match of the night for Asuka and Emma, but like Kalisto is great. Enzo's been doing some pretty hot stuff. Like they might put on the match of the night.
So we're gonna have the worst person in the cruiserweight division on the mic versus the best person in the cruiserweight division on the mic.
But then you look at them contrast, and it's the worst person in the ring is also best on the mic. Worst person on the mic is also pretty good in the ring.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you dare say that he's the best person in the ring.
I said contrasting.
I mean, clearly the best person in the ring is Tony Nese, but
I honestly do
never
not.
going to put that title on him.
I think Mustafa Ali is also pretty high up there.
Mustafa Ali
God, I
deserves the
love
cruiserweight
Mustafa
title.
Ali.
And I'd be remiss if I'd be remiss if I just didn't talk about Cedric Alexander because I think he's probably the best wrestler in that division now that Neville's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Neville.
And speaking of cruiserweights, and so this is the first time on a Raw pay-per-view, on any pay-per-view, I guess, that the cruiserweights got more than one match. And it's the Brian Kendrick.
That's happened a few times before.
When?
When they first debuted,
No,
they
no,
also
no.
had a multi-man match.
Give me dates. Give me names of pay-per-views.
You know what? Now that I think about it, since we started all watching as a group together, I think this is the first time that a cruiserweight wasn't the pre-show event.
No, this is the second
No,
time.
the Enzo match wasn't a pre-show
No.
when Enzo won the title from Neville by kicking him in the balls
By doing the most dastardly heel thing a face could do.
and then just immediately turning heel and then causing one of the greatest wrestlers in the division to leave.
Well, okay, so I don't...
Guys,
Let's talk about that for a second. Why did Neville leave? I think there's a lot of reasons why Neville left.
It's not Zoe, because Zoe wasn't the one who decided to say you're not ever gonna wrestle non-cruiserweights.
I think that there's a lot of reasons that Neville left. One of them is that you just hated his direction of his character. His match was left off the WrestleMania DVD, so he just lost 1,000.
He lost a lot of
revenue
money.
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that one of the reasons they did that was because it was against Austin Aries, but
Did the DVD
Which is
just
a
come
shame.
out?
I don't know when it came out, but I know that like it's been listed as one of the reasons that he's been upset.
Well, yeah, I can understand that too. Like if I worked hard to put on a pretty good match, because that match wasn't bad at all. Everything about it made everybody pop. Like it was crazy. High spots galore, but like it's just really confusing why you would cut that match out of.
Yes, the WrestleMania 33 DVD is out already.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah, and I mean, you lose all that revenue, you get put in this division where you're exclusive to this one spot, and they almost essentially job you out to somebody who's actually like despised in the company.
But he's not though. Like if he was, they would not have put the strap on him.
Okay, he's not despised by management, but a lot of the locker room does not like him.
That's fine. I mean, okay, so if we're gonna talk about like, backstage politics, like, you don't have to be liked to be successful. Like I remember.
I'm not saying that's the point.
Well, no. I mean, like that's not why people would leave because.
I think that's an entirely valid reason to leave. You have this person that no one in the backstage likes, but management likes because they sell a shit ton of merch, and then he's got no talent in the ring, and then you just have him lose, clean. The supposed plan is that Neville was supposed to lose clean in that rematch on Monday Night Raw in the Lumberjack match.
But like with Enzo as a heel, like that's not what was going to happen.
No, that's not the thing though. Is that they have like it's literally all but confirmed because we don't have somebody working for writing directly saying that's what the plan was.
It just doesn't feel right. Like why would they book Enzo to win clean over Neville?
Why would they book half the shit that they're booking right now?
It's because they're on drugs.
Well,
You have Bray Wyatt literally in drag wrestling a pumpkin version of Finn Balor. You
Yeah,
cannot tell me the
believe it was
company
called-
knows what they're doing right now.
Wait, that's not Pumpkin Spice Darth Maul versus Chewbacca?
That's what that is, but
pumpkin spice.
Okay, so it looks like I'm the other one that actually likes Finn's new face paint. Great.
What?
I knew this was coming. I knew this was going to be a problem.
I don't like Demon Balor. I will 1,000% admit that.
Get that.
I like the look, and I think I would like it a whole lot more if Demon Balor actually had a different moveset than regular Balor.
I guess that's fair.
I mean, he does.
I
does
liked
act
what he
differently.
did when he
has
did it in
different
NXT,
motions.
where it was like this very, very like, what's the word I'm looking for? It was only brought out when it needed to be brought out. Now they're just using it for a cheap gimmick match because he's wrestling against Bray Wyatt, and apparently Bray Wyatt is now possessed by a female ghost, so he wants to wear drag and use a Snapchat filter to change his voice.
Yeah.
That's a
You know
great
what?
way to put it.
What's it called? Wyatt better come out to a different theme song, though.
He's not going to. I guarantee
I know
it.
he's not. I know he's not. He's going to still come out the same way, except he's going to be dressed different.
Or
He's gonna have weird black metal corpse paint, and he's gonna be wearing a veil, and he's gonna start looking like like Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm sorry, I am 1,000% upset with this match. So
I hope
I'm
this
gonna be
is
very
just a
negative
bait and
about it all the
switch.
time.
I hope this is just a bait and switch where like Bray Wyatt's music hits, and then actual Sister Abigail appears. I hope
They can make this work if Sister Abigail is just a spiritual being that could possess different people and could eventually possess a female star.
It's gonna possess
Yeah.
Paige.
no, because they've already expressed interest in
You mean Crazy Mary Dobson, right?
Lucha Underground star. What's her name? The one who ran around with Son of Havoc for the better part of 2 years.
I don't watch Lucha Underground that much.
Oh god, I follow her on Twitter. Problem is, I can't search for her because I don't know her name.
Should give me Rosemary. Have her leave TNA.
They're actually interested in her, I think.
She's fantastic. I love Rosemary.
They're interested in a lot of ladies right now.
Well, that's
For some reason, they didn't sign Veda Scott, which...
or Tessa Blanchard.
No,
Yeah,
Tessa's
which-
getting signed. Like, she has to get signed. Like, if well, okay, I can't. Average guys don't deserve privileged information. But
Look, just because my best friend told us some stuff doesn't mean we need to keep it secret.
Oh, he's your best friend now, huh?
Yeah, me and Ricochet are now best friends because we're both Eagles fans. I don't know if you knew this.
yeah,
We had this conversation. Why do you think I was hanging out at his booth for so long?
Oh, Lord.
because
He actually did say that when I asked him, like, because I went up there, I bought some stuff from him, got the autograph, took the picture, and then when I was done with the picture, I said, "Hey, I gotta ask you this: are you an Eagles fan? Because I see it, like you have their logo on some of your ring gear," and like his eyes lit up. So
somebody noticed.
Eagles!
I'm uploading.
Oh,
This
you missed it. I
photo.
did that.
Yeah, he did. It.
I did do that.
It was awful.
I did that with my friend Zach. We eagled as we were leaving the bank. So we had to stop at an ATM because apparently it was cash only for everything, including
Yeah.
tickets.
I'm trying to find the photo of Zach and Ricochet real quick, so I can post it. And show
It's
it.
obviously shopped. Like, I don't...
I mean, it does kind of
not-
look that way. Yes,
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
it looks totally shopped. Come on, don't lie to us. We're your friends here, buddy.
Nope. Me and Ricochet are best friends. You heard
Stop
it here
wanting to
first.
make friends.
You heard it here first. Me and Ricochet are best friends.
Wow. Best friends. Where is
I hope
it?
your guys' festival of friendship is heartbreaking. He's going to come out and say he's a Cowboys fan. And you'll be like, what?
And he's gonna throw me through the Geritron. Don't ask me. It's gonna be like a special festival of friendship on Talk Is Jericho.
Ah.
We're gonna go on the podcast, and he's gonna throw me through the Geritron 3000. Or what model are we up to? The 5000 now?
No, we went back
The
to the
number,
3000.
we covered this last week, the number went down.
Did it?
Yeah, well, no, like, it technically was higher with the first one, because it's like the 2000 now, but the first one was the Geritron 5000?
Oh, okay.
Where the hell is it?
All right. So what
it is.
other matches do we have on this terrible pay-per-view?
Hang on a second. Showing the world.
I'm choosing to believe this pay-per-view doesn't exist.
Do we talk about the kickoff match that makes like almost no sense, and apparently was thrown together because of the whole incident with Nia Jax?
Oh, is that where is it?
It's the pre-show
It's-
match.
Sasha Banks going for the
The
Alicia
Alicia-
Fox title, right?
Yep.
She wants to be a 2-time champ.
So apparently, the originally scheduled plans were to have Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax as the pre-show, but Nia Jax was given a leave of absence. I don't think she has any ill will towards the company. I don't think it's anything like the Neville situation. I think she's just burnt out. But yeah, so we were supposed to have that match. Instead, we're getting, like you said, Sasha Banks going for the Alicia Fox championship.
She's gonna win.
Yeah, like I think this is the only other lock of the night. I think
I know.
I think the locks of the night are Asuka and Sasha Banks. Like it would make no sense to me to see Sasha Banks not go over here. Like unless you just want to completely throw the fringe on Alicia Fox is insane. But
Well,
even
Fox.
still.
I mean,
Fox also just got like fined. An
Okay,
undisclosed
but that's
amount of money.
kayfabe fined.
Is it really
Yeah.
kayfabe fined?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
okay, so what happened on Raw was like they had a match. Alicia Fox tapped out, and then as Sasha's leaving, Alicia Fox is yelling "rematch," and then like attacked her backstage and shoved the referee.
Oh my god.
The best part about it too was like they're backstage and it was the bald black ref. I don't honestly know his name and I feel bad about that. But yeah, he's like, "You can't touch me. I'm a referee." And it's like this isn't a match. Like she can do what she wants backstage. I mean,
no one breaks up with me.
Oh god.
Guys, so if Sasha wins this, is she the first multi-time female Alicia Fox champion?
Probably.
what about Layla?
Oh,
that's
Layla
right.
did have a couple of Alicia Fox title reigns, so.
Oh my god. That's the dumbest thing we've ever
so let
come
me
up
ask
with.
you this. Let's go back to the Enzo versus Callisto match. Do you
Yeah.
guys think that the Enzo's new posse is gonna interfere and make Enzo get the title back?
I think Enzo
Yes.
does get the title back, yes.
Well, no
You
one
don't
wants to
think
see
any motherfucker
have
is
the
gonna
title on Kmart Rey Mysterio.
Okay, hold on, guys. You gotta go one at a time. That sounded like a garbled mess of Josh and Zach.
Josh said something about Eddie Guerrero. Callisto did win it on Eddie Guerrero's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's because Kalisto's Kmart Rey Mysterio at the end of the day, so you gotta do everything to make him Rey Mysterio, even though he sucks. He's awful.
He was literally thrown in the garbage last year.
Yeah,
He's garbage. He's actual garbage.
he's not garbage. He climbed out of the garbage.
He did win that match.
Why would you throw something in the trash if it's not garbage? That's wasteful.
Oh, God. So,
Yes. So
I do
we've been
think-
avoiding it.
I do think Enzo is walking out Cruiserweight Champion, yes. 100%.
You think buttfuckery though?
I don't know what kind of buttfuckery, but buttfuckery is afoot, yes.
It's the only way.
Like, maybe a low
I
blow.
think Enzo's crew's gonna come out and fuck with this match, because Enzo just teamed up with pretty much all the heels in 205 Live except for the other two who have a match tonight or that night.
Yeah. Depending on what night you're listening to this.
Yeah. So we've been avoiding it.
Can we keep avoiding it?
Nostalgia versus The Miz, Braun Strowman, The Bar, and the Knoxville County Mayor.
Depending on when you're listening to this as well.
I don't want this match to happen.
I don't either. This is really weird.
I
I don't
think-
like the Shield, so I'm biased.
Here's the thing, though. If you have the Shield win, then you literally bury everyone else on that other team.
But they're winning, 100%. You know that.
Yeah, because you can't have your baby Roman Reigns lose a match, especially when he's with his best friends.
like this match just feels like we're gonna book for Survivor Series at TLC.
Yeah, like I am like I mentioned this to you today.
Kind of what you do at a blow-up.
I mentioned this to you today at work, Chris. I feel like the writers for Raw forgot that Survivor Series wasn't the next pay-per-view, and they're like, "Well, shit."
Well, like the Shield,
Whoops.
the Shield doesn't have 2 other members, which, like, I told you what I thought was going to happen for Survivor Series, right? My long shot call.
What's that?
I think the Shield is teaming with the Hardys, and against this team.
Well, I don't know. What do we know when Jeff's coming back?
Before Survivor Series.
I mean, maybe I could see that happening.
But like,
Because we're not gonna have Braun. We're not gonna have Brock Lesnar in this because apparently he's gonna throw one of the Singh brothers halfway across the stadium.
In the Who Gives a Shit match of the year.
I still think that AJ Styles is going to challenge for that title at Survivor Series. I do not think that's their plan to have the 2 champions go against each other.
Why not?
I think that they're booking
Well, I
it
mean,
so
if
that
you
they're the Maharaja or whatever we're calling him now. God damn it, I hate him so much.
What do you mean now? He's always been the Maharaja.
I know I just hate him so goddamn much. I think that him challenging Brock Lesnar is kind of adorable. It's really cute, but he's got to put his title on the line at Survivor Series, no question.
Unify the belts.
Please no.
What if this is all a clever ploy to make Roman Reigns look even stronger?
What? How? What's the ploy?
At the supposed Mania main event that they've been planning for the last year of him versus Brock.
So
if you have Brock bury the WWE champion when he eventually loses to Roman, he's the strongest thing in your company.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think is happening, and I hate it. But
I hate it so much.
But you know that. So Brock is leaving after Mania this year.
Oh yeah. I although I don't know if that's 1,000% true because I have heard rumors that his contract extends much beyond that.
Probably for like one-off appearances. Like honestly, let's be fair. He's already doing one-off appearances. He doesn't appear on Raw. He's not on the card for TLC.
He'll be at Raw this Monday. He's advertised for it.
Okay, is he going to defend his title after another 30 days?
No.
Of course not.
It's a pay-per-view.
Of course not.
Because that rule only applies when you need it to work storyline-wise.
But it's... Ugh. It's so dumb.
I know. Everything they're doing is bad. While the quality of the pro wrestling that's going on in the ring is at like a peak for them right now.
Oh yeah, Raw is fantastic right now.
Quality of their writing as a company is garbage.
Like,
oh yeah,
That's not fair to Callisto to call it garbage.
Oh god. But I totally agree with you. Like what they have set up, what they have coming at TLC is just awful. And like Zach said, they're going to bury Braun, The Miz, Kane, Cesaro, and Sheamus. Like it's just happening. And
like Kane, who cares? Kane has been a part-timer at this point.
But don't bury...
Kane's going to retire within like the next... Oh yeah, bury your...
Don't bury your best tag team.
Champion.
Don't bury your best tag team. Don't bury your Intercontinental Champion. And don't bury the coolest thing that they have on the roster right now. Which is Braun.
What's an Intercontinental Champion? You mean the Miz belt?
Yeah, the Miz belt.
Okay.
Did he debut a new belt? Please God say yes.
No, it's just the Miz belt because he's had it for
literally ever.
Yeah, I think
but,
that okay. So I stopped watching wrestling for a little bit, and then I came back during WrestleMania 32, and I feel like he's had the belt since then. Like I know that Dolph has had a reign, and I know that Dean has had a reign, but I do not remember them at all.
Okay, so Dean had a reign at WrestleMania 33 because he was against Baron Corbin.
Who?
Five-head man.
Peyton Manning?
Yes, that guy.
Okay, that's weird.
So, Dean had a match with Baron at Mania, and then Dolph got it from Miz at No Mercy.
I do know that match because that match was fantastic.
It was so good.
The storytelling in that match was really well done, and I know that he's your favorite, but for some reason I just cannot get into Dolph Ziggler. I think it's the overselling. Like we've said this before, like that's part of what made Shawn Michaels so great, and I love Shawn Michaels, but there's just something about Shawn Michaels that's not there with Dolph Ziggler.
Right. But like Dolph Ziggler, if we want to talk about selling, Dolph Ziggler sells at like an 8 out of 10.
He oversells it to me.
Right.
I mean, I'm not a fan.
If we're talking like 5 is the okay number, he sells it at like an 8. Like he doesn't do like Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan bad.
Yeah, it's not flare flopping and everything like that.
Whereas Michaels was like a 6 or 7 constantly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. I think your threshold for overselling is 8.
I guess that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, like that's just how you are as a fan. 1 being the no sell, by the way, the treacherous no sell.
Like when you get powerbombed through a table off a ladder.
I hear that gets you a WWE contract, actually.
No, it's just an NXT contract.
Oh man, Leo Rush.
So yeah, so like, I just don't know what to say about this match other than like, it feels like they just completely forgot that TLC existed. They're like, I cannot see a world where this isn't like, oh, we wanted this to be Survivor Series and then we forgot.
Well, like previous TLCs.
There's only one
previous TLCs have had
match at this, right?
Yeah, that's the only one. Previous TLCs had like 2 TLC matches, a ladder match, a table match, a chairs match, and at one point a stairs match. So like, where's all of our?
Don't forget about the.
Where's all of our like weapon matches?
They just don't exist.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not a fan of that. I think it's lazy.
I think that you can make weapon matches good, but lately they haven't been.
Right. Lately they've just been
like
lazy.
The WLC match?
Yeah.
Yeah, or like, who honestly remembers, other than, the ending because Daniel Bryan walked out champion, who honestly remembers the chairs match of The Big Show and Mark Henry?
Nobody.
Who honestly remembers that Kalisto and Baron Corbin had a chairs match last year?
Oh, that was a thing?
I choose to black out a lot of what Baron Corbin does.
But like, yeah, recently weapon matches have felt like very phoned in, very lazy. It's more like they're relying on their weapons to tell the story for them, which doesn't work.
Yeah. TLC last year was pretty decent.
I agree, it was pretty good. But this year
you had a ladder match with The Miz and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
You had Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch in a tables match that wasn't actually awful. You had the Wyatt family when it was Wyatt and Orton defeat Heath Slater and Rhino to win the championships, and then you had the fantastic TLC match between Ambrose and AJ Styles.
That one.
And now we have nostalgia versus, the top stars of the company currently.
This just feels very poorly planned. Like you said, they forgot Survivor Series existed, or they forgot TLC existed, and we're booking straight to Survivor Series. Which is why the number of poor quality matches is high. Sorry, the number of poor speculated the poor quality speculated matches, or however you structure that sentence correctly.
I'm just not interested in any of the stories they're telling.
I'm interested in the 205 Live story between Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick. I think that's been done really well. I am interested in the. Yeah, that's it.
They've done.
I just looked at the entire card. That's the only storyline that I'm actually invested in. The Kalisto and Enzo stuff is fine. It's just not what I care about when I watch those two. When I watch Monday Night Raw right now.
I mean, TLC feels like a 205 Live show, is what it feels like. This feels like a 205 Live pay-per-view.
Yeah, and I mean, I know people love the crap out of the Shield. It's been one of their most popular things that they've done in a while. I'm just not a fan because I 1,000% believe that they are just better as
better as individuals,
as singles competitors.
Yeah,
even Roman. This honestly feels like they brought Dean and Seth back together, and me and Josh have both said that we hate the build up to it, and then
hey,
it just honestly feels like. No, I'm not fist bumping you. You hit me with a chair.
Okay.
It just feels like they're using this nostalgia act to try to get Roman over again, and it feels forced.
It does. I mean, Seth.
Well, it'd probably help if people weren't booing his music every single week for the last couple years.
Give Dean the heel turn mid TLC match.
No, they're gonna wait until they drop the titles. You can't turn the titles.
Well, no. Now it's Freebird rule. So now, since they're all one unit, that means Roman can probably defend that title as well. So you have Dean turn on them mid match, and now Seth and Roman are the tag champs.
Here's the thing, and we could literally just go back to Monday, and I could fix this booking. And I think that this is how you fix the booking. You say that, okay, so the stipulation was that you had the Bar versus Dean and Seth for the tag titles. You have Dean and Seth drop the titles.
Yeah,
you then had the cage match between Roman and Strowman, and the stipulation was that if Strowman won, then they could add another person, but if Roman won, then you
take off Braun.
Yeah, then you take off Braun. You have Roman win that match. You then have all the titles on the heel team, and then you make the fucking match for these titles.
Yep, I agree.
There's literally two titles defended on this pay-per-view, and it's the women's title and it's the cruiserweight title. The IC title, not even caring about. The tag titles, no one gives a shit about in this match. The Universal title, Brock Lesnar's off fighting some space alien right now. Defending it that way.
Defending the Universal title against the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. Or center of the...
Yeah, they honestly set it up to where they could have had really good booking with this, where you could have the TLC match before the IC title and the tag titles, and you could give Roman the Intercontinental title, which is what they apparently want to do anyways.
I agree.
I hate all of it.
But if you do it that way, it at least makes sense to me.
It does make sense. It makes total sense. But another thing they need to do is they need to put more TL and or C matches on the card. Make Kalisto and Enzo a ladder match.
This is why I hate gimmick pay-per-views. Gimmick pay-per-views, you have one or two matches of that gimmick, and sometimes you just literally have one of those matches as your gimmick, and it just doesn't feel like that's what the pay-per-view should be.
Right.
Okay, it's the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, but we only have two. Granted, the Hell in a Cell was literally a shit sandwich with great bread, because you had the two great matches at the beginning and the end were the great bread, and then the shit sandwich was every other shitty match in between it.
Well, okay, I don't think that's fair to call every other match shitty, because I watched that pay-per-view after coming back from Primos.
I really liked it.
I liked Hell in a Cell.
It was awesome.
I thought the ending and the beginning were great, and then the middle was very mediocre. So I guess a shit sandwich is a bad way to put it. It was like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but you used fancy brioche bread.
Ew.
Peanut butter and jelly is like the peanut butter and jelly in the middle of it is fantastic. Everyone loves it. It's going to be great. No one's going to complain about it. But like you have this fantastic brioche bread that's super fancy on the outside because your beginning and ending match were fantastic.
Right. I really like. I didn't care much for the outcome because everybody on this podcast knows my opinions about Baron Corbin.
I agree, but I think it was the correct decision.
It takes the U.S. title
you
off
need to
of
put AJ into the main title hunt.
And he is now, thank God. But like, hang on a second. Okay, yeah. So like, it was a triple threat match, and they wanted to put somebody in there to eat the pinfall, so that.
But you don't want to have AJ eat a pinfall.
So that AJ doesn't eat the pinfall. Yeah. So Ty Dillinger is okay to put in that match. I really thought they should have put Sami Zayn in there. Sami Zayn then gets bitter after losing, and then turns heel.
I disagree.
That's fair.
I think that the way they did the Sami storyline is perfectly fine, and if you put him in there, the heel turn makes less sense because then you're like, well, you're bitter, but we put you in this match, and then you lost. It's not like it is with the heel turn where it's you're not using me at all. I'm offended by that. It's like, yeah, we put you. If you put them in the match, they're like, okay, we put you in the match and you lost. You ate a pinfall.
This new Sammy is best Sammy, I think. Either way, just want to point that out.
Yeah, I mean, best Sammy is, yeah. I have heard that there's a fantastic wrestler who people consistently confuse for Sami Zayn. He's this great luchador who helped out an orphanage.
Oh, Generico.
Yeah.
That's not the best Sami
people
Zayn.
can. Yeah, that can't be Sami Zayn, right, Josh?
They look similar, but Generico's a little bit flabbier. So
That's fair.
Also, Generico's from like 10 years
Sami
ago.
Zayn doesn't wear a mask.
That's true. That's true. Have you ever seen Sami Zayn in a mask? I've not.
But anyway, I do like this new heel direction for Sami Zayn. Either way, the United States title match wasn't bad. We just needed someone else to eat the pinfall, and they found somebody.
Yeah.
What else is there? The women's title match. It had a confusing
I think the
finish.
women's title match was fine up until the finish.
Yeah, it had a very
and the
confusing
finish didn't make sense to me.
Like
I said
you're
this
on
during
top?
while we were watching it.
If you're on top, you don't get disqualified.
Well, I said this during the match that it was what I thought was honestly going to happen, and I thought that it was a good way to do it. Was they were working Charlotte's leg very heavily, you can have Charlotte win that match, but lo and behold, our Miss Money in the Bank, what is her finisher target? The leg.
I think that's why they were doing it like that. If I can
That's
be
what I
honest
thought they were
interrupt you.
doing.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be brilliant, and then they're just like, nope, we're just going to hit Charlotte with a chair, even though we're already winning this match.
Yes.
It felt like the AJ Styles Kevin Owens match that had that really weird finish. It felt like they were trying to do something else, and there was just the worst miscommunication there somehow. Am I wrong in thinking that?
They must have been told, like, hey, Carmella's cashing in tonight. And then they're like, okay, sweet, I'm going to work the leg. We'll put you over. Yeah, and then they were told, no. This is
Vince changes his mind.
You're not gonna cash in tonight. Tell the ref to tell him to bring it home. Make sure that Charlotte goes over but doesn't get the belt. Sorry, title. Vince McMahon would never say belt.
I'm pretty sure you'd be fired if you use that word there.
What is this? That's a title.
No, it's a belt.
It's just a regular belt.
Oh man, but yeah, like I think the world is balancing itself out. Like we got to see Ricochet in an awesome match that Josh missed. Hell in a Cell was pretty good. So now we're just getting a pile of garbage.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I'm going into this pay-per-view with like the lowest expectations. If this like somehow evens out to like a C+ pay-per-view, I'll probably walk away happy because I feel like it's going to be less than that. And you know, like I shit on Hell in a Cell. I did enjoy Hell in a Cell. I have all this awful stuff right now, and I just do not have faith in this company right now. I have been upset and frankly just I've had people who haven't watched WWE in a while text me and say, "What the fuck is going on with Finn Balor?" Because they were there when he debuted, and then they stopped watching for a year, and then they see this, and they're just like... And even Dave Meltzer doesn't like this. Dave Meltzer literally tweeted out yesterday, or on Monday, "Somebody please save Finn Balor from this."
Well, Finn Balor's a treasure. That's why.
Yeah.
Save Finn Balor, because Finn Balor is a treasure.
Yeah.
Let's go, Balor.
I wish I understood a little bit more of like what they're doing right now, because none of the booking in a while has made sense.
Josie, I'm interested in hearing your opinion. You've been quiet a while.
Yeah, I've been letting you guys talk.
Well, don't let us
I know.
talk.
I
Get
went
in-
on
get
like the
involved.
longest rant, and I'm sorry.
Punch us in the face. Get involved.
Josie was being nice and letting me get on my soapbox and rant about how much I hate this company right now.
DDT Zach.
Off his soapbox? No, that's dangerous.
No, that's what you do. You're trying to be a heel. Be a heel. DDT.
All right, Josie, what are your thoughts?
DDT.
Okay, couple of things. Zach, I gotta agree with you. I don't see this pay-per-view being more than a C+ on a grade. Who knows, maybe we'll be surprised and, it'll actually be really good, but I think it's just going to be an average pay-per-view.
I mean, if you listen to me, I said if it was a C+, I would be surprised it was that good.
Yeah.
I think it's less than that.
Well, I think it's going to be average, so I'd give it a C. Right now, I see it as a C at most.
You see it as a C from the Average Guys Pro Wrestling Podcast? You're going to give it an average rating?
Yes. Already, I see this as 5 out of 10.
Tell us. I kind of want to do a little segment. I talked to Josh a little bit about this, and I talked to Josh about making it Josie and I. But I want to hear what everyone else would do. Why don't we go around the room here and talk about how we would have booked TLC?
I would have, first of all, made my world champion show up, but
I think that's...
I
think that we'll all agree that we should have another Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar at this one.
I don't think you need that, honestly.
Then who would you put Brock Lesnar against?
Bray Wyatt, so we don't have to screw Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, you mean Finn Balor?
No,
I mean,
Finn Balor is gonna win this match, and he's still gonna get buried off of it.
yeah, this pay-per-view's rough.
I think looking at this card, I think whatever we come up with is going to be better than what they have here.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
So Chris, pitch your idea. You don't really.
My idea?
Yeah. It's your idea. You told me today at work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pitch your idea. I'll say right now I like your idea, and I think it's a good thing to do.
So
But Josh hasn't heard it, so.
I want to do a competition. I want us to compete over who could book the best WWE show between the four of us. Kind of similar to what Adam, what's his last name?
Blampied.
Blampier, yeah, Blampier or whatever.
Blampied.
I don't speak Italian. Similar to what he did for What Culture before he left, but instead we make it a competition scored by whoever the live viewers are, which right now it's just, oh look, it's just Josh and Josie.
I'm watching. It says that I'm watching it.
I'm kidding. But yeah, like, do that
There's no cells. Am I watching?
Score it. We could also do it like likes on Facebook. Like, we can have a comment be like, most likes wins, like below, and have all of our match cards be comments.
Yeah.
But I don't want to introduce another championship between the four of us, because then that would just tear us apart.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, I like just having, like, who can book this better.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find my pen and paper. Oh. Found it. And we're gonna book TLC.
All right.
All right. All right. I hope nobody turns this off when we get to this point.
I mean, I'm turning it off at this point.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I can book first because I have a lot of matches, like, ideas in my head, so.
Well, I want to just do, like, match by match.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So there are, what, 7 matches on this card?
Yeah, I think so. Let me double check.
7, yep. All right, all right. I'm a traditionalist. So on my match cards, every single title will be on the line. Because I'm fucking weird. If that makes sense. If that seems crazy enough. So match 1.
I mean, if we're booking it my way, Finn Balor would be the Universal Champion already, so.
Well, let's go with match 1's here. Zach, what would be your opening show? Or your opening match? Or should we start with main event?
I think we should start with main event.
Cool.
You know, you might fault me for this, but I think that the main event that I pitched earlier, the change to the current main event, where you have it be T-Bar versus T-Bar and The Miz versus The Shield, and just have it a winner takes all TLC match.
Yeah.
And you could have the same exact setup as you would, as I said on Monday. Like, I think that's perfectly fine. I think that's the way they should have done it. That's not what they did.
Involve Kane and have him show up.
Yeah, you get. I think it's fine. Like, have Kane show up at Mania, or not Mania. I mean, maybe have him show up at Mania too, but have him show up at the pay-per-view, not the Monday before.
So main event for Zach is the TLC tag. Bar and The Miz versus The Shield for the Intercontinental and Tag Team Championships. Let's move down the line here. Let's go clockwise for our live listeners. Josie, give us your main event.
For my main event, I'd have to put Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman in a TLC match.
What is the reason? How would you
Number
lead
one
into this?
Pretty much Roman Reigns saying he's the big dog. This is his yard. He deserves the title. Strowman had his shot. Strowman's not done with Lesnar yet. So this is for the number 1 contendership.
Ooh, Josie wants to put Roman Reigns right into Universal title contention after burying John Cena.
Yep.
Josh, hit me.
I am going to have a world title match going on there.
Ooh.
And it be something along the lines of Bray Wyatt versus versus Brock Lesnar if you want to, or you could actually just finally resolve the Finn Balor has never had a rematch for the belt he never lost and end it that way.
So which one are you doing?
I think you gotta do Finn, only because Bray has lost their last couple of encounters, so it doesn't make a logical bit of sense to have him in your world title picture.
I agree. And this would be
But
a TLC?
then again, they also put the belt on. It is a TLC match, yes. That's what you name the damn pay-per-view. Might as well have them.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Now, see, my main event actually matches Josh's. I wanted to put Finn in the title picture. I'm sorry, that seems lazy, but it's exactly what I wanted to do.
I think it's fair.
Versus Brock. And now that you know what our main events are, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the rest of them off the air.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd have to think about some of these.
Yeah, and then we'll just submit them on the Facebook chat and I'll post them. So the main events are Zach said TLC tag as it stands now, minus Kane, minus Braun, and it's for the Intercontinental and Tag Team Championships. Josie.
Also, the bar has the tag titles at that point.
Oh yeah, so the bar won the tag titles. So the bar and the Miz are defending.
Yeah, they have all the belts.
Josie would book Roman versus Braun in a TLC match for the number one contendership of the Universal title in an interesting move. I want to see how it works out for him. Josh would book Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title in a TLC match. And I guess I would do the same thing because I'm a follower.
It just occurred to me that we were just doing a dream booking.
Yeah.
I thought we were going off of who's already competing in the TLC.
Oh.
Pay-per-view.
Well,
That's what I thought we were doing.
So I guess we're changing Josie's.
No, I'm gonna go with it. I'm only gonna use the people who are in the pay-per-view.
Really?
And I can make it better than what it already is.
So Josie's gonna go with a weird reorganization tactic.
Yep.
I like it.
I mean, I kind of did the same thing.
Well, you made the current booking make sense. Is all you did.
Yeah.
And then Josh and I said that Brock should defend his title.
I guess that's fair.
Well, we're just coming up on an hour for this edition of the show. Do we want to bring it home?
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring it home. So
we didn't talk about hardcore matches, but that's okay.
I mean, we can talk about that after TLC. I think it's fair to finish it after TLC.
But we're just talking about bad booking decisions.
I think we're just bitching about the terrible booking that Raw has going. Not to say SmackDown is doing much better, but they are still doing better than Raw, for whatever that's worth,
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna sign us off.
All right, sign us off.
This
Plug.
Whoa, I'm not doing no plugs today. There's no need for plugging.
I know.
There's no stuff going on this weekend. I guess Lucha Libre and Laughs is putting on a show with Matt Cross, but that's Saturday, November 11th. I mean, we can push that from now till, when the show happens. But I mean, I just said it. It's there. Everyone will Google it now. Lucha Libre and Laughs in Denver, Colorado. But this has been the Average Guys Pro Wrestling Podcast. If you disagree with any of our opinions, let your voice be heard on Twitter at AverageGuysCO. If you want to listen to us record the show, follow us on Facebook.com/AverageGuysPro or Twitch.tv/AverageGuysPodcast. And stay tuned on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Mountain Time. Today was a little different. We recorded on Wednesday night. Sorry, that changes from time to time. For Zach, Josie, and Josh, I'm Haaf.
Oh, real quick.
God damn it, I was in a groove.
Sorry.
I hate you. Go on.
We will not be recording on Halloween.
I Guess we're not.
We will be
recording
doing
Halloween.
a special episode for Halloween, but we are not recording on Halloween itself.
Maybe we'll do the bloody grizzly matches on Halloween.
Ooh, I like that.
That sounds like fun. All right, I'm gonna try this again. For Zach, Josie, and Josh, I'm Haaf, signing off. We hope you guys have a great time.